Good afternoon. This is Attorney Stephen Sabra. You're listening to a Law Talk on 1480 WSAR. We do this show every Tuesday from 1 to 2 p.m., and it's your opportunity to call in with any law-related questions. Well, I suppose that's dependent on the individual attorney. I mean, I don't negotiate the fee, at least at the beginning. The legal fee in general is a third. Workers' compensation, totally different. But on a personal injury case, generally the legal fee is a third plus payment of expenses. Expenses deal with things like filing fees, sheriff's fees, deposition costs, which normally, in most cases, the lawyer would pay and then be reimbursed at the time of settlement. Now, sometimes there are situations where after the fact, and for a million different reasons, that the recovery was, there are liens or there's other issues. Sometimes the legal fee can be negotiated and that type of thing. But I know myself personally, that's not something that I would negotiate at the beginning of a case because I don't know where the case is going, how difficult it's going to be, and I think it's bad form to me anyway to negotiate a legal fee on a personal injury case. But I'm sure some lawyers do that. There's nothing legally nothing in the law, rules, regulations, that type of thing that says that you can't negotiate that. For example, there are some cases and some lawyers that might charge more than a third, so I don't even want to limit it to that because in certain cases, like medical malpractice cases, sometimes product liability cases, sometimes if the legal fee might not include the appeal, there's all kinds of sort of variations to that, but that's...
Now, if somebody, in other words, if in a final settlement there's not enough to cover the bill, sometimes they will negotiate a fee? Sometimes.
I mean, I can only tell you my personal experience of almost 38 years of doing that kind of work. So there are some cases where the case just doesn't turn out the way you'd hope. It's just not that good a case for a million different reasons, usually dealing with fault-wise. And so you kind of have to look at it and you try to come out with something that's fair to everybody to make it work. So you might look at your fee, you might look at your expenses, you look at the recovery, you look at a lien as well. There's a Blue Cross Blue Shield lien or a Mass Health lien or a Medicare lien that complicates the whole package. And so you try as a lawyer to try to come up with something that's fair if it's that kind of circumstance, but it's not. It doesn't happen often, I would say that. Again, my name is Attorney Stephen Sabra. The office is located at 1026 County Street in Somerset. The phone number, 508-674-0890. And I do mostly serious personal injury cases, workers' compensation, and criminal defense. Attorney Aspden handles our Rhode Island matters. Callers, I'm sure we can help. 508-674-0890. On Tuesdays, I'm here. You've been listening to Law Talk on 1480 WSAR.